I thought I was saving my 78-year-old neighbor from phone scammers until I found the scripts in her basement. Mrs. Patel moved in next door 3 years ago. Sweet lady. Brought me cookies every Sunday. Always asked about my kids. 2 months ago, I started hearing her on the phone through our shared wall. At first, I didn't think anything of it. Old people talk on the phone. That's what they do. But then I heard her crying. Please, I'll send the money today. Just don't hurt my grandson. My stomach dropped. I knew exactly what this was. Those IRS scams. The ones where they pretend your grandkid is in jail and needs bail money. I knocked on her door that evening. Mrs. Patel, are you okay? She smiled like nothing happened. Of course, dear. Why wouldn't I be? I heard you on the phone earlier. It sounded like someone was threatening you. Her face went blank for half a second. Then she laughed. Oh, that was just my soap opera. I watched the volume too loud sometimes. I wanted to believe her. But the next day, I heard her again. Western Union, yes. $8,000. Name is Jonathan Miller. I pressed my ear against the wall. She was sending money. Thousands of dollars. I called her daughter that night. Your mom is being scammed. She's sending money to strangers. Her daughter sighed. I know. She won't listen to me. Can you keep an eye on her? The next week, I heard Mrs. Patel on the phone again. But this time, her voice was different. Lower. Sharper. You need to sound more scared. Cry a little. They hang up if you don't cry. My blood went cold. Was someone in her house coaching her? I grabbed my phone and called 911. I think my neighbor is being held hostage. The operator asked me to describe what I was hearing. I put the phone up to the wall. Mrs. Patel was talking again. Good. Now tell them their grandson crashed the car into a pregnant woman. Make them panic. The operator went quiet for a moment. Ma'am, stay on the line. Officers are on their way. I waited by my window. 10 minutes later, 2 police cars pulled up. I ran outside and met them on the lawn. She's in there. I think someone's forcing her to make calls. The officers knocked. Mrs. Patel answered wearing a cardigan and reading glasses. She looked confused. Can I help you? We received a call about suspicious activity. She laughed. Oh, my neighbor probably heard my TV again. I watch crime shows very loud. One officer glanced at me. I shook my head. No, she was on the phone. Someone was telling her what to say. Mrs. Patel's face twitched just for a second. Officers, I'm fine. Really. The other officer stepped forward. Ma'am, we'd like to come inside just to make sure everything is okay. She hesitated, looked back into her house, then stepped aside. Of course, I followed them in. The living room was normal. Floral couch, photos of grandchildren, knitting basket. But then I saw it on her coffee table, a stack of papers. The officer picked one up. It was a script, word for word. Hello, this is Agent Davis from the IRS. We've detected fraudulent activity on your account. Mrs. Patel's face went gray. The officer flipped through more pages. Different scripts, different scenarios, car accidents, arrest warrants, frozen bank accounts. Ma'am, what is this? She didn't answer. The other officer walked toward the basement door. Do you mind if we check downstairs? You need a warrant. Her voice was ice. He stopped, turned. Actually, ma'am, we have probable cause now. They opened the basement door. I stood at the top of the stairs and looked down. The entire basement was filled with phones, dozens of them, all on charging stations. A laptop open on a desk, names and numbers on a whiteboard. Mrs. Patel tried to run. The officer grabbed her arm. She started crying, real crying this time. I needed the money. My pension wasn't enough. How long have you been doing this? She looked at the floor. 6 years. They arrested her right there, handcuffs and everything. As they walked her to the car, she looked at me. You should have minded your own business. The FBI showed up the next day, spent 3 days in her house, took everything. Turns out Mrs. Patel had stolen over $2 million from 87 people across 12 states. Her daughter called me a week later, crying, apologizing. I thought she was the victim too. The house is still empty. For sale sign went up last month. Every time I walk past it, I think about those cookies she used to bring me. I was so sure I was helping.